Nobody went all that problem.
Jail, brazen hate, try to stop my meal. All I did was switch the name and drop the past, still made my sales. I'm a demon straight from hell. Go ahead, baby, how that soft and neck and know who got
Okay.
the sex in the city, bitch, we do tell them catch up.
It's supposed to be Alabama.
To gang activity, 5 of them in the last year. Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street.
2015?
And is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens Parade. Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting, where he was said to have been targeting a rival gang member, J. Marcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation.
Damn.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
For a long time,
What?
law enforcement denied that there was a gang problem in Mobile. And
Not your homie.
As a result of that, I've stated publicly several times, we are targeting these gang members. And if they continue that activity,
Targeting the gang members in Mobile, y'all better watch out.
Lock your ass in,
Oh, whoa, he hurt him?
They're gonna see us, and we're gonna lock your ass in.
He
there's
dedicated.
a lot of self-proclaimed rappers, and he's a thug, is what he is, and I hope
he's a
will spend the
thug,
rest of his life
not
in
a
prison.
fucking rapper. Damn.
Just said
That's
we got a
officer
self-proclaimed
own
rapper
it.
that managed to drop a diss track the same day he was arrested for murder. A man who arrested a year later for the demise of his friend. And if what authorities is alleging him of doing is true, the crime was done only a month after just coming home. The same day he dropped one of his biggest songs to this day. A young man who was arrested more than 10 times
this
in the
is
last
wild.
10 years. Today we talk about who he is, his crew, his past, his beef in the streets.
Not you killed your homie though.
Just got arrested for murder for the demise of his friend a year later. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I want to give
Not
you
your
a name,
homie,
to give you a
cuz.
story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment. Name is KFN Spec. The KFN stands for came from nothing. He from Mobile, Alabama. He KFN Spec. The KFN stands for came from nothing. He from Mobile, Alabama.
Alright.
He rep Foxes and Fours. Now prior to this arrest,
Foxes
he was
and
arrested
Fours.
for almost a year
The fuck
in
does that mean?
2022. He was charged for shooting into an occupied home. But to really give you an understanding of who KFN Spec really is,
Bro,
we have to go
what?
back to 2015. 9 years ago, KFN Spec was only 15 years old and he started getting arrested. In 2015, he was arrested and charged with being one of 7 teenagers who surrounded and shot a woman during a carjacking attempt. It happened on Monterey streets. The victim was on...
Bro, what the fuck? What? That's wild. My man said one of 7 niggas who surrounded a lady to rob her and shoot her at 15.
on her way home from work when she was shot in the face. Kelly admitted being there when it happened, but another suspect admitted to pulling the trigger. The victim lost her right eye in the incident. Isaiah Kelly, aka KFN Spec, was arrested 2 years later in 2017
2 years
for a
later?
shooting near Thomas Civilian Community Center. Now Kelly, aka KFN Spec, he was 18 years old at the time of the shoot. 2 teens was injured in the shoot. 18-year-old Jamarcus Holyfield was also arrested in connection with that shoot. Now Holyfield was also found guilty of reckless manslaughter in a shooting that killed 15-year-old Anisha Baker.
These niggas is reckless, boy. These niggas is wild. What? It's... Alright.
Rest in peace. A love of condolences to her family. That incident happened at the Grand Hall in 2018. Now Holyfield was said to have been targeting a rival gang member who go by the name of Jamarcus Jefferson, who later passed away. Now prosecutors say Kelly and Holyfield were gang brothers. But then just a few months after the shooting near the community center in 2018, Kelly was one of 3 people arrested on several charges after 3 people were hit by bullets after the annual Trinity Guards parade. But charges against Kelly in that shooting were dropped just a month later. No one would talk.
A man is dead and 2 others injured, including a child, after a shooting near the Trinity Gardens Mardi Gras parade today. WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy is joining us now. And Haley, those at the parade say that they heard these shots ring out right as things were starting to roll.
Yeah, Asher, everyone that I talked to today told me that they are just disappointed that such a fun event turned out to be a tragedy.
That's why you can't be going to these events. I don't know how Alabama is, but too many people in one spot, you definitely gonna have some shit happening. Plain and simple.
That was brokenhearted today. My heart was really broke.
Ruby Hoppins says after hearing gunshots just across the street from where she lives, striking a 20-year-old man who MPD says was found lying in the middle of Next Street near McCants Avenue.
When I walked to the corner and saw them try to retrieve him, I couldn't go no further.
The man was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Me and my grandkids was getting ready to go to the parade, and we heard pop, 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 and I stopped and we didn't go.
Those other gunshots struck 2 other people, including an 18-year-old who MPD says is seriously hurt and a 16-year-old boy.
And it was scary. It really was.
All happening Saturday morning just off of the Trinity Garden parade route that was getting ready to roll.
Hey,
Hoppins
it's
says
acting
usually
crazy,
tradition
acting
for her
bad,
and her family
Jack.
to go, but today they stayed home.
Don't you see all the fire is in the yard? My family come and we get together, we eat, and everybody go back home. Everybody be safe.
However, this is not the first time the Trinity Garden Parade has seen a scene like this. This video shows the scene from 6 years ago in 2018 where 3 parade watchers were hit by gunfire, but thankfully survived. 3 men were arrested in that case. 2 of them pleaded guilty to assault. The 3rd was shot and killed at a Pritchard gas station last March. But Hoppins says enough is enough.
Stop the violence. Let the law
Busting folks.
break
It's
whatever
cracking.
needs to break.
Damn.
Police have not made an arrest and are asking anyone with any information on the shooter to give them a call. Reporting in the studio, Haley Kennedy, WKRG.
Fast forward to 2022, 4 years later, KF Inspect, 23 years old. He got a name in the streets at this point. He's starting to drop more music that's starting to pick up. But in May of 2022, Kelly would get arrested again. It was a Saturday in connection with a shooting that happened on March 18, 2022. According to Mobile Police, they say they officers discovered 2
Hey, we
homes
seen
in
that
an
nigga before.
unoccupied car
Who was that
in the
nigga?
1100 block of Quigley
That
Street
Lil
that
Rock?
were hit by bullets. No one was injured. Now mind you, at this point, they say
what
that
happened?
discovered 18, 2022. According to Mobile Police, they say they officers discovered 2 homes in an unoccupied car in the 1100 block of Quigley Street that were hit by bullets. No one was injured. Now mind you, at this point, they saying KF Inspect and his crew terrorizing the streets. In fact, they said they was responsible for more than 5 shootings in the span of a month.
It's Mobile's gang problem and what the city is doing to fight it. Just yesterday, we told you how prosecutors believe the shooting death of 15-year-old Anissa Baker at the Grand Hall was the result of a gang rivalry. We looked back at several other shootings and uncovered a disturbing trend. 8 innocent bystanders have been injured as a result of this ongoing street feud, and some of the suspects are linked to more than one crime. News 5's Katerina Lukatich sat down with Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste to see what police are doing to address the problem.
As we learn more about the Grand Hall shooting, we're getting a deeper look at how gangs relate to shootings throughout Mobile.
There are groups of them that form gangs together, and that seems to be what they're doing, and innocent people are dying.
News 5 has connected 6 shootings to gang activity, 5 of them in the last year. Those happened at the Thomas Sullivan Community Center, the Trinity Gardens Parade, and the Grand Hall. There were also shooting deaths on Driftwood Drive and Lafayette Street. Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street and is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens Parade.
Damn.
Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting where he was said to have been targeting a rival gang member, Jamarcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation. Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste says they have an intelligence unit working specifically to identify these gang members.
We will go after them, and we will make sure that when we find them committing crimes in our community, we will certainly do everything within our means to to get them locked up.
In the last 5 months, innocent bystanders have been injured in these gang shootings, 3 at the Trinity Gardens Parade, 5 at the Grand Hall, including Anissa Baker. Chief Batiste says he's committed to stopping the violence, but is also calling on parents to monitor your children.
If they believe that their child or
kids, parents ain't doing something right or something. I ain't gonna lie, they letting the internet raise these motherfuckers. This is crazy.
Associated with a particular group of individuals that may identify themselves as a gang, then as parents, they need to speak up.
Speak up to your children and to law enforcement. Chief Batiste hoping the community will come together to help put an end to gang violence. In Mobile, Katarina Luktic, WKRG News 5.
Now, as we mentioned, Speck did under a year for his arrest in 2022. But just last year in 2023, his close friend KFN Jason was wanted by local authorities for a robbery. His brother ended up getting gunned down by the police after allegedly trying to run out the back window with an assault rifle. His name was Cordell Jones. May he rest in peace.
Wow.
He was one of 3 people who was shot and lost their life by Mobile police officers in the span of 6 days. May they all...
What the? Boy, I am staying away from there. What the fuck did he just say? No way he just said 3 different cop. Did he say 3 or 6 different cop shootings? Or did he say in a span of, I think he said 3 different cop shootings in the span of 6 days. Is that what he said? Let's go back.
After allegedly trying to run out the back window with an assault rifle. His name was Cordell Jones. May he rest in peace. He was one of 3 people who was shot and lost their life by Mobile police officers in the span of 6 days.
That's OC. Mobile, I'm standing fucking 8. Who else from Mobile? Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Ain't it somebody else from Mobile? Oh, that nigga Honeycomb Brazy. Ain't he from Mobile? Hey, yeah, that's why I'm staying away from there. That shit's a crazy place.
May they all rest in peace.
This morning in a house on Charles Street between Gale and South Broad.
Mobile police say 24-year-old Cordell Jones was shot. The SWAT team was serving a search warrant. Police say he was trying to climb, found out who police were looking for, and it wasn't Jones.
Yeah, Fox News reporter Ariel.
What? What the fuck? So
Jones was shot. The SWAT team was serving a search warrant. Police say he was trying to climb, found out who police were looking for, and it wasn't Jones.
Yeah.
So y'all wasn't even looking for this nigga. Y'all popped him.
Fox News reporter Ariel Mallory now joining us live from MPD headquarters. And Ariel, you found out police were actually searching for Jones' brother.
Yeah, that's right, Byron. According to MPD, the SWAT team was at the house looking for 19-year-old Jason Jones in connection to a robbery. Well, tonight it's still unclear why Cordell Jones tried to make a run for it. Tonight, one brother is dead and another is in jail after Mobile police executed a search warrant this morning. This is what Charles Street looked like just after 6 o'clock. Officers and detectives covering the entire street from one end to the next.
At some point during execution of that search warrant, an individual jumped out of the back window of the house armed with a weapon.
That man now identified as 24-year-old Cordell Jones. Chief Prine says Jones was carrying an AR-type rifle, causing an officer to fire multiple times, shooting Jones at least once. Prine didn't say if at any point Jones pointed the rifle at officers. MPD says Cordell Jones wasn't the target of the search warrant. Instead, it was his 19-year-old brother Jason Jones. According to MPD, Jason was wanted in connection to a robbery. He was arrested and charged with robbery. Police say more arrests could be on the way, and they plan to be transparent with the community.
Just ask people to be calm. We would ask people to understand that, listen, I've asked the community to partner with me and to trust me, and I can assure you that I'm going to be transparent.
We can't trust y'all if you out here shooting niggas like that. How can we trust you? Come on, how can we trust you?
I can be transparent, and I will.
This is the third law enforcement involved shooting that's happened in our area within the last 6 days. A man killed in El Sonora last Thursday after deputies responded to a vandalism call. And again the next day in West Mobile, when a Mobile County Sheriff's deputy shot a man while serving a warrant. Now, the officer in this most recent shooting has been put... County Sheriff's deputy shot a man, and again the next day in West Mobile, when a Mobile County Sheriff's deputy shot a man while serving a warrant. Now, the officer in this most recent shooting has been put on administrative leave, which is standard. It's unclear if there is body camera footage of this shooting.
It should
if
be.
there is, we certainly plan to ask MPD to release that footage. Live tonight at MPD headquarters, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
So now we know who KF Inspect is, what he been doing in the last 10 years since the age of 15 with the law. This is where we really gotta pay attention and why we doing this video.
I'm already
March
so
11th,
fucking lost.
2023 is a crazy day for KF Inspect. He dropped a music video titled Lil Crop. He got gloves on in the video. He mentioned that he can't show pose because his PO know they ain't props. And he also mentioned another Mobile, Alabama rapper who's now currently incarcerated once again, Honeycomb Brazy, alluding to his fans that Honeycomb Brazy was stopping his mail while he was in jail, or at least trying to. The song have over 100,000 views and count.
I ain't try to stop my meal. All I did was switch the name and drop the past, still made my sales. I'm a demon straight from hell. I'm happy.
Honeycomb Brazy have responded. Damn, little homie. I'm the same and used to send you money. I took care of you for real. I'm grinding. The whole jail know that though. I ain't got nothing to say about you though. Y'all can have the internet. I'm so out y'all leave. I don't want no smoke. But don't put my name in no song. Police shaking my head. Now, the same day that video was dropped, March 11, 2023, was the same day a young man lost his life at a block party while standing at a gas station. His final moments.
It was a block party at a gas
He was
station?
identified as 24 years old, Demetrius Hunter. He was gunned down outside the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Mercraft Highway. It was around 8 p.m. I'm told the block party was going on at the location at the time.
A block party at the gas station? Alright. Okay.
For the shoot, and according to investigators, Hunter was shot once in the torso and was pronounced deceased at the scene. But in 2016, at just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with the news and gave his reason on why he felt more safe carrying a firearm as a teenager.
In tonight with an update to last night's homicide in Pritchard. The victim, identified as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, gunned down outside a gas station on Mare Street and Craft Highway. Tonight you'll hear what investigators are telling us, and from a young Demetrius Hunter who told our cameras 7 years ago to put the guns down, it's just not worth it.
A block party takes a terrible, tragic turn last night in Pritchard at Brothers Quick Pick gas station. Investigators identified the victim as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, shot once in the torso, pronounced dead on the scene.
Demetrius Hunter being charged with assault second and shooting to occupied vehicle.
In 2016, just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with our then reporter Devin Cafaro to discuss a very disturbing and sometimes deadly trend.
Why did you feel the need to have a gun?
My area where I stayed at, and something's going on. We're getting robbed and stuff happening, and shootouts and fights and all that. You know, I just felt safer with a gun.
All 3 teens very candid about why they decided to pick up a gun and what it felt like.
It felt like power.
Felt like power?
Yeah, like
this nigga is crazy.
You ain't scared of nobody.
Tonight, Demetrius is a
This
victim,
nigga is crazy.
the latest to be killed by gun violence, something he told us 7 years ago was a vicious cycle among young people who feel like they don't have any other options but to carry a gun to protect themselves.
I didn't want to die. I was scared. People just want to be like that. People just want to live that lifestyle. They think that's the way to live. But once you get back here, it don't matter what you did or how you did it, you'll be a nobody back here. It ain't want to be worth throwing your life away.
Even as investigators continue to follow leads into his murder, Demetrius's words still hold true 7 years later.
Put the guns down. You got a problem, walk the other way. Find a job. Just stay out of trouble. don't think a gun will keep y'all out of trouble, because it only bring more trouble. Some trouble that you can't get out.
At this time, no arrests have been made in the case. If you have information that can help investigators, call Pritchard's Major Crime Division.
My family took 499 days for someone to get arrested for an incident that took place on camera in front of hundreds of people. And according to the victim, Demetrius Hunter mom, this was a suspect who she knew very well and was very close with her son, and has yet to this day got a reasoning on why this was done. Isaiah Jamal Kelly, aka KF Inspect, was later identified and arrested. And when asked, did he have anything to say to his alleged friend mom? Well, check out the news clip.
3 years, and you know that I'm not gonna rest until I find out what happened to you that night that you was left alone and you died.
New tonight, a mother grateful after waiting more than a year for an arrest in her son's murder.
In March last year, Demetrius Hunter was gunned down at a gas station in Pritchard. That incident
On
caught
camera
on
is
surveillance
crazy.
video. Dozens of people were running from that store.
Yeah, late this afternoon, Isaiah Kelly arrested and charged with murder. Fox 10 News reporter Ariel Mallory live outside Metro Jail tonight.
And Ariel, Kelly's no stranger to Metro.
No, he's not, Lanice and Lee. In fact, jail records show Isaiah Kelly was already on probation, charged with 3 counts of shooting into a house 2 years ago. And it also shows a long list of other violent charges going back to 2017. Now, he didn't have anything to say on his way to Metro today. The victim's mother has a lot to say.
They have arrested someone in his case and charged him with murder.
Tonight, it's this news that Sharon Thomas has been waiting 499 days to hear.
Crazy.
An arrest in the death of her 24-year-old son, Demetrius Hunter. Isaiah, do you have anything you want to say about this?
Family
What
or your
about his
family?
mom, who has been mourning the loss of her son? This was the
That nigga
suspect,
stuck
Isaiah
his
Kelly, on
tongue
his way
out.
to Metro Jail this afternoon with nothing to say. Kelly is charged with murder. Back on March 11th, Hunter was shot and
Niggas
killed
is
outside
wild.
the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Mayor Avenue in Pritchard. This surveillance video shows the moments before the gunfire. The mother says the shooting was personal because he was killed by a friend.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
It wasn't only this video that helped in the investigation. Sergeant Lonnie Parsons says the public speaking out was crucial.
Luckily, we had witnesses come forward. As in any case, witnesses are key. We absolutely believe the streets are a lot safer now that he's behind bars.
This case is one of several that the Mobile County Sheriff's Office has taken over from Pritchard. Thomas says she had to keep faith that her son's killer would be brought to justice.
Never give up on your loved one. It don't matter what city or what town they got killed in. Never give up. Fight for them, because they're not here to do it for themselves.
And everybody in general, please put the guns down. Stop killing one another. That's what I want to tell them.
Now, Kelly is scheduled to appear in court on Wednesday. I'm told Sheriff Paul Birch will be providing more details on this arrest sometime tomorrow. Live tonight, outside.
On the same day he get arrested, he dropped a diss track titled FSRT, Stop Rapping Trash, which is aimed at another local rapper. We ain't playing no music towards the end, but it was aimed at a rapper called SRTOG. Just 4 days ago, he dropped a track with over 5,000 views called PDE. Peas die every day. I guess this Mobile, Alabama music and beef, because only they can tell you about it. But what I can say is SRTOG did mention KFN Spec in his record, and apparently Spec felt the need to respond. Now, if you guys made it through this far of this video, I am thankful. We do want to say, as we wrap this video up, once again, rest in peace to all the victims.
Mobile. I'm staying far away. That nigga's crazy.